Good morning, I'm Beetlejuice from Reddit's Wicked Edge, and today I thought I'd go back to the original test drive roots and pull out a piece of old gear and see if I can get it shave ready. This is an Autostrop razor. This funky little gear mechanism allows the blade to flip back and forth to strap on its very own custom strap. Very thin leather. I've been able to recondition the leather and unfreeze the mechanism on this. The only thing that was remaining was these are the original blades. I have one still packed in the original grease. No, I'm not. The chances of it being even remotely shave ready are somewhat ridiculous. However, there's a modern version. Now, some people have been removing the spines from the classic, I hate calling them this, but the cocaine blade. Because as soon as you say cocaine blade, oh yeah, that one, this guy. It can be done. It's just, really, knowing how fragile these blades are and how well shrapnel flies from a broken one, I dislike playing with them like that. However, Feather, fortunately, creates the exact blade. How exact, you might ask? Watch this. It's the original Valet blade. If you notice, it says, says Valet. Just going to take the feather blade and lay it directly over, and it still says Valet. Get my head out of the way. Isn't that interesting? They've just added to it, I guess, for trademark, although I don't think Valet is still in business somehow. So, let's go through how to load and how to strap, although stropping isn't necessary with these blades. These are stainless. Stropping is not going to be terribly effective. It's not useless, just not super effective. So the blade slides in. Just a little bit of cleaning debris in there. Slides in, and then you kind of push out to release this catch and down. Like so. The blade level is flipped down, and the comb is then pushed up till it locks. And you'll know it's locked because you can no longer get the blade to rotate up. Now, pushing that comb up, or down in this case, pushing up on that stud to bring the comb down, the blade now rotates. And the purpose of that is why you have this. So you feed the strap through, like so. As you push away and come back, you cut right through the strap. Fantastic. I get for looking at the camera and not what I'm doing. Proof it's sharp. So, let's get to it. So if you do have one of these and you do get it back up in shave ready condition, pay attention what you're doing with the strap, if you're going to use the strap at all. As I said, it's not terribly necessary. And unlike a lot of times, I didn't have my shaving cream ready. water and lay a base for the lather. Again, there are different ways of doing this. I'm also just out of the shower as usual, so my beard is pretty hydrated. This is Mitchell's wool fat, for those of you who haven't experienced it before. It can be a little fussy to build a lather with. As you notice, I put it on kind of thin to start and then finish building it on my face. Seems to work better that way. There are times I can build it directly in the bowl as well. I find it works better like this. I get a better shave like this when I build on the face. It's a time thing, really. During the week I'll build straight on the puck. It's my day off. So, according to the directions, this is a steep angle. And it's not as steep as a gem. Very gentle action with this guy. One theory that I've heard, the cutter bar on this, by the way, is referred to as a comb for obvious reasons. But the typical razor, of course, you're used to seeing as a solid bar. I've heard a couple of theories, and I'll actually steal one that I picked up from woodworking. There's a style of wood plane that instead of using just a flat piece of steel for the bottom of the plane, it's a hand plane, by the way, it's corrugated. And the logic is that the less material you have in contact, the lower the friction, which of course is perfectly valid. So a corrugated plane will be easier to push. So the same theory applies here. Because you're not pulling a burr, it's less resistance. However, my personal feeling on that is you need that resistance to help stretch your skin. In case you're wondering, because I haven't said it, I've been waiting to get against the grain. This is, I don't want to say aggressive, it's certainly no slant bar, but it's grabby. I'm not bleeding yet, so it's a good thing. At least the comb is keeping the blade away from my skin. Yeah, spoke too soon. Actually, I know exactly why I'm bleeding there. If I go back over the tape, I'm willing to bet that I doubled over without foam. The "you're never supposed to do that" routine. So Now for the gold test. When I throw some alum on this, watch my face carefully. It'll tell you how harsh this is. Unless, of course, you hit the ground screaming, at which point you don't really need to pay that close attention. I suspect this is going to be pretty mild. It's not a great result. Now, that does not mean that this razor cannot be made to shave well. That means that you just watch the first try with this thing. So, one of these days I'm going to fake a scream just to see if I can get somebody. I'll probably just scare the hell out of my wife. So. Not bad. But like I said, hardly a close shave. I could go back over this with my straight or whatever and get substantially closer. It's serviceable, definitely. I like the fact that you can actually get modern blades for it, so you're not stuck having to resharpen or fudge out gem blades or whatever with the spine on them. But there you go. Does it work? Yes. Is it fantastic? Yeah. The strop is a nifty addition. It's cool. It's a curiosity piece for me. It's not going to wind up in regular service, but fun to get it up and going. And like I said, you can get feather blades for these guys, so you can bring it into the modern age and turn it into a regular service razor if you want it. So there you go. eBay, of course. A couple of little weepers. Still. Cool. Well, till next time, I'm Beetlejuice for Reddit's Wicked Edge. Subscribe to the channel if you like what you saw. Check us out on Reddit, /r/wicked_edge. And till next time, keep them sharp.